Assalamu aleikum everyone. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk about Ramadan because either some of you are fasting today or you're gonna start fasting tomorrow inshallah, but either way Ramadan is here, alhamdulillah. So yesterday I was out with my husband when I was on social media and I saw that Sean King and his wife Ray King have both accepted Islam. They were with Imam Umar Sulaiman in the masjid as they took their shahada, and as I saw it I got a bit emotional because this man spoke the truth when it could cost him all his followers, it could cost him his safety. Regardless, he spoke up, he opened our eyes to the atrocities that are occurring in Palestine, and as a result he did lose his account. He had a huge account, by the way. It was like 3 point something million when I saw it, and he was posting daily and it went up to 5 point something million. It was crazy, but he lost his account because I guess they don't want you sharing those kind of videos. And I always felt so much, I don't know how to explain the word, appreciation for this guy because he stood up for the truth when he had no reason to. A lot of people assume the only reason you would stand up for people is if they are from your cultural background or your religious background, but he stood up for justice and he stood up for the truth, even though he's a black guy. He wasn't Muslim. He was actually a Christian pastor years ago. So he is Christian and he accepted Islam, alhamdulillah. SubhanAllah, his wife was wearing a beautiful hijab in the masjid. And I don't know if she's going to wear hijab daily or if this was just because of the masjid and out of respect for the house of Allah and for the, the whole process of taking the shahada. But in general, I feel like the people who revert to Islam and accept Islam on their own are the real true Muslims because they discover the deen on their own. Us, unfortunately, we're born into Islam. It's either follow things blindly or even if we question it, we're kind of iffy about it. But subhanAllah, these reverts are the ones who are the true Muslims. Like take for example, Megan Rice. She has, I don't know, almost like 1 million followers on TikTok and she accepted Islam a few months ago. Her TikTok videos, she is wearing her hijab in person. When she goes to these events, she is dressed in the Islamic manner. And these people just jump straight into it. They enter the fold of Islam and they enter it fully, Whereas the people who are born into Islam, we just kind of take like 30 years to decide if we even want to wear hijab or not. Let's be real. Seeing them and how much love they have for Islam, for Allah, and how they put all of the requirements into practice is just so inspirational. It's very inspiring and I would love to become more like these reverts. Yesterday, one of my relatives snapped me on Snapchat showing me their nails and they said, "Oh, I got them cleaned." And subhanAllah, I have not seen this girl's nails, like her natural nails, for years. Maybe she removes her nails every Ramadan, like the fake nails. She just happened to snap it to me yesterday. But I don't recall ever seeing her bare nails. It's always those fake tips or acrylics or whatever you call them. And I guess it's like some girls remove their nails for the month of Ramadan because they feel like if I have these nails on, my wudu won't be valid, my prayer may not be accepted, etc. So if that's the reasoning for why you're removing your nails for Ramadan, does that mean that you're okay with your salon not being valid for 11 months of the year? Like, it is a great initiative to at least remove it for Ramadan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like either you do it fully or don't do it at all, but in an ideal world, yes, we would follow all the rules and regulations perfectly, but no one is perfect, right? So I thought, like, if she's just removing it for Ramadan and then when Eid comes around, she's going to put it back on. I mean, what about all the other months when you're praying? But it's still, let's be real, it's still a good step. So why am I telling you guys this? I just feel like, look at these reverts and how they accept Islam and do everything the right way, or they try their best to, or they do it more than we do, more than I do, subhanAllah. This Ramadan, I challenge you to give something up for the sake of Allah. So if it's something you're doing like the fake nails and you're taking it off for Ramadan, please try to just give it up for good. Let this be the last time you wear these fake nails. If you don't wear hijab, try to put a hijab on for the month of Ramadan. See how it is. See how you feel. Eat something or watch something that will inspire you, that will awaken your iman and make you want to do better. If you don't have one bad thing to give up this month, try incorporating a good deed every day of this month or as many times as you can this month and try to make it a permanent habit. Because for this girl who removed her nails, I wish she would just keep it off, because if your salat's not accepted, then there's no point of praying salah. I'm not saying you shouldn't pray salah, you should regardless, but it's better to just leave that which is doubtful or which is considered haram. The way I think of it is, if these people who were not Muslim before, who were probably eating pork and drinking alcohol and doing all sorts of haram activities, if they can revert to Islam and they can drop it all at once for the sake of Allah, why can't we as born Muslims do what's required of us? Why do we show so much resistance and hesitation for doing what's commanded of us? If you don't wear a hijab now, please put it on for Ramadan. Please try it out. This is something that's fard upon us. You have to accept it for what it is. If you need more dalil or explanation for why it is the way it is, or whatever it is, do what you have to do. Discover Islam for yourself. I myself was born a Muslim, but I discovered Islam for myself because I had questions, and my mind is just, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because a lot of things with deen you don't have an explanation for, you don't have a black and white answer. It's just, we don't know some things, we just have to accept it as it is, right? So go down the path of Islam yourself. Compare religions if you have to. I'm sure you're going to come back to Islam. You're going to come to that conclusion yourself, that Islam is the best religion and the one that makes the most sense. So sisters, we have to wear hijab. Please don't let the day that you're buried and put in a kafan, in a shroud, be the first day that you're covered. I know it's like a cliche thing you probably see all over social media, but it's true. If this is something that's required of us and we were born into Islam, look at all these reverts and how they're accepting Islam and how they're doing everything that's required of them in 1 second, without a second thought. Let us aspire to do better. So this Ramadan, please leave those things in the past. Try to do better, be better every single day. Okay? And may Allah grant us all the best of health and iman and spirituality, and may Allah have mercy on the people who are suffering around the world, in Palestine, in Sudan, in Congo, everywhere. We cannot mention all of them one by one. Places that we know and we don't know. Ameen. May Allah make this the best Ramadan we've had yet, and may Allah allow us to live to see many more, inshallah. Ameen. Take care, be well. Talk to you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.